Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin, and tonight I have another Brazilian banknote I want to share with you guys. This is a 10,000 Cruzeiros, and this is the banknote that made me fall in love with banknotes. I was ensconced happily in my Isle of Man and my Gibraltar coin collection when I happened to see this note, and I can't tell you exactly where I saw it, but I knew as soon as I did that I had to have this note. So I was very pleased at my very next coin show to find a banknote dealer, and very soon this banknote resided in my collection. It wasn't an expensive banknote, and that was even a bit more of a bargain. Let's go into a little bit more about this banknote. It is a 10,000 Cruzeiros. It measures 140 by 65 millimeter. It is printed on paper. It was issued and designed and created by Casa de Monet. I'm sorry, I should say it in Brazilian and Portuguese. Casa de Moeda do Brasil. It is predominantly brown, orange, and black. The standard catalog of World Paper Money calls this PIC 233B. The banknote book calls this B855. This note was introduced on April 26, 1991, and it was withdrawn on September 15th, 1994. It didn't spend a lot of time in circulation, but it was relatively recent and is not an expensive banknote. Wikipedia gave me some additional help with some of the snaky things about this note, and in fact, that's why I love this note. Everything about it has to do with snakes. On the face of this note, we have Vital Brazil, who is approximately 3/4 of the way to the right of the banknote. He is also the watermark on the left side of the banknote. The offset register, which is right here, is actually the head of a pit viper. Scientific name, Bothrops alternatus. This snake, when you hold this up to the light, the white images have a color image, and they together form the whole head of the snake. The central vignette over here next to Mr. Brazil is actually that of a pair of hands, and they are milking a venom from a snake into a Petri dish. And the background elements that you see up here, those little markings there, and then of course the little markings here, those are actually snake scales. One of my favorite notes. Dr. Brazil, who is the center focus on the face of this note, was born April 28th of 1865, and he died May 8th of 1950. He was a physician and an immunologist who discovered the polyvalent anti-ophidic serum used to treat venomous snake bites of the Elaps, the Bothrops, and the Crotalus genera. Now, I'm not really as intelligent as I hope I sound right now, so let's go back and let's consider this. Polyvalent means the serum could treat two different kinds of snakes. And he did work with the venomous snake bites of the Elaps, which is the coral snake family, the Bothrops, which is the Jararaca genera, and the Crotalus, which is the rattlesnake genera. And this serum treated the Bothrops and the Crotalus snake bites. He also, in his research, developed serums for spider and scorpion bites. This is definitely a man you wanted to be a friend with growing up in the poisonous nation of Brazil. He founded an institute called the Butantan Institute in Sao Paulo, and it was dedicated to the science of venomous animals. His serum, like I mentioned, is a polyvalent as opposed to a monovalent because it worked for more than just the rattlesnakes and the pit vipers. It worked for both of them. And if you thought the front side of the note is as neat as I did, just wait until you see the back side of the note. This is a vignette that made me think, there's no way they could show that easily on a bank or on a coin, so it got me interested again. Take a look at the background scales again. We have a background setup that is just as snaky as the other side. What we have here is the other part of the viper head as the offset register. We have Portuguese text of the denomination, and then we have the scales as the background elements. But if you look up here, we have these two things. I don't know exactly what they are. They look like domed snake houses, perhaps. Maybe those are like the pots that the snakes lived under. I don't know. But what is fascinating to me about this entire back of the note is there is a mussarana snake consuming a pit viper. The mussarana snake is a snake well known for specializing in autophagy, which is the attacking and the eating of other snakes. They have a specialized set of teeth that allow for them to grab the head of the snake that they are attacking. They then coil around their prey and kill it by compression. And for this vignette, that's exactly what you're seeing there. You're seeing a snake compress and kill and consume its prey. In this case, it is a pit viper. The venom of the pit viper has no effect on the mussarana snake. The mussarana is consuming the viper called a Bothrops alternatus, and you can recognize this because of the cross-like patterns that look like X's up and down the back of the snake being eaten. This snake is pretty easy, or snake. This banknote is pretty easy to acquire, and it's not at all expensive. In fact, $2 might be typical of what you would be expected to pay for this, depending on the condition of the note. Collectors of snakes, scales, scientists, and cannibals will want this note for their collection. I hope you will consider subscribing by clicking on the purple circle and liking my YouTube channel. I am super close to 100 subscribers, and I can't wait to meet that milestone. Numismatic Notes with Benjamin is the name of my YouTube channel, and I'm Benjamin. Please like, please copy, please share, and if you have any comments, leave comments on the video. Thank you so much. I am Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.